Victoria Golf London.
Roger, Victoria Golf London, and what's the name there?
London, and what's the name there? My name here is Jerry. Name is Jerry. Located in Indianapolis, Indiana.
Roger, Jerry, and what radio are you running today?
Jerry, and what radio are you running today? I've got the 756 Pro wired up. I actually just checking it out because it's going to go on remote to Union County, Indiana tomorrow for the Indiana Qso footage, making sure it works before I get over there.
Roger. Okay, Jerry, I'll tell you what, why don't you give me about 10 seconds or so and tell me about your antenna system, and I'll look around and see if we can find a better path. Roger?
Find a better path. Roger? All right, well, I'm running this rig right now as a verted V at 40 feet at this center point, and it's 80 through 10 halfway.
Roger. I got a good copy on my local antenna and the Kentucky SDR antenna. They're coming and going, however. But just to run through a couple of things, you're familiar with the transmit bandwidth, the TVW. We want that on the wide 100 to 2900 transmit bandwidth, Roger. Let your radio run at its best, its peak performance.
Yes, I am. I'm familiar with this particular rig is set up for contest operation. I'm running a little high on the operation. I'm running a little high on the treble and deleting the bass. Also, being on the ICOM 756, I'm running the ICOM headset element on it too.
Right, that radio is a 756. Is that a Roger?
Right, that radio is a 756. Is that a Roger? Yeah, it's a 756 Pro 2.
Okay, well, the best thing, if you do that 100 to 2900, that gives you the maximum amount of treble. Just a slice of daylight before you're into somebody else's conversation. That's the neat part about that transmit bandwidth, 100 to 2900. We can control the bottom end through EQ, but we need that top end, 2900, to get us the best opportunity for that transmitter to perform. At lesser amounts of top end, you start losing your articulation, Roger?
Losing your articulation, Roger? I understand that, yes, and it's set up for the widest that ICOM gives us here on these rigs. Like I say, this is one of my previous rigs. I still use it, that uses for contesting, and it does field every year. My normal station is a 7300.
Yes, sir. Well, the 7300 has a selection of three transmit bandwidths, and the first one being that wide 100 to 2900. But past that, then we want to get to your compression, and we want that at about a 3, because anything past a 3 starts to suck up between the words, and that doesn't do anybody any good. A 3 does about the maximum amount of work on the word itself, Roger?
Maximum amount of work on the word itself, Roger? Yeah, I understand, and and I think I'm not sure where the compression is set on this. I can check it real quick. I have it set, I have it set so the compression is running between around 7 dB compression on this one.
Yes, sir. That's pretty good. Just so long as it doesn't be sucking up between the words, because that doesn't do anybody any good. The real place to get your 3 dB dynamic range, which is what we recommend for audio shaping, is in your transmit, your ALC. And we want to run that ALC at about 2/3. As you say the word audio, adjust your mic gain until your ALC is running 7 or 2/3, Roger?
Is running 7 or 2/3, Roger? Yes, I understand, and by golly, that's just right about where it's running as I'm talking here.
Roger, Roger. Now, other than that, your EQ is just spot on. Just spot on. I'm assuming that you're more in the contest for as opposed to QSO, so it does slightly lend itself a little bit better for contest. Nice and bright. So you'll be cutting through the QRM or the band clutter, Roger. QRM or the band clutter, Roger.
Understand? Yes, I do have it in my contest setup. Normal QSOs, I change the EQ to make it more pleasant to the ear, so it don't sound so crisp and bright to a lot of people. A lot of people like to hear a little bit more bass, but that's a lot of power that doesn't transmit well. So that's why I roll it off for it, especially your contest operations.
Roger, Roger. Well, you would be, and well, I don't know exactly how to put this, but you know, if everybody's EQ'd up into that top range, and there's 10 people yelling at you at that top range, EQ-wise, and then somebody comes in there with just a nice bottom and a nice mid-range and a nice top, they're really going to cut through because there's nobody down there to compete with them in those lower frequencies. So, and everybody that does contest always shifts up into that higher range. So you'd be surprised if you come back in a nice flat across the board tone, how well you might stick out against the other folks up there screaming in those upper registers where everybody is, Roger. Those upper registers where everybody is, Roger.
I understand, and and a lot of that, but primarily you want to not spend a lot of your transmit energy at the lower frequencies. Now, I don't roll it off so bad that I'm getting really tinny. Basically, I will roll it off to where it holds it about anything about 300. And then normal conversation, I open it up so I use more bass than that.
Roger, Roger. Well, we've got a good capture on you, sir, and I'm on my, well, let's see. Let me get back on my 7300. Of course, the 7300 is going to give you the best tonality. It's flat down to 100 and up to 29. So come on back and tell me the best thing you like about your radio. I'll get a good recording, Roger.
And if you're speaking to the 7300, yes, I do like it. It is a great little radio. I say I have used it for my home station, and I just particularly was not going to have to pull it out for this event tomorrow. And I use the other rig instead because it just sets to the rest of the time doing nothing. But I love the 7300, and it has very good audio, providing you don't mess up the settings on it. So I love it. The only thing bad about it, it doesn't work well in close operations because of no roughing filters on it. But if you understand that and don't get into that situation, it does a fantastic job.
Roger, Roger. Well, we run with very low minimum RF in the front end to avoid overload, and no filter one. We're in the filter one position, so there's no filtering and no noise reduction. And gosh, I don't know what else, but we're just as clean as can be, Roger, as far as a receiver.
Name ZF.
ZF, stand by just a moment. Go ahead, Jerry.
Yes, I understand that. Yeah, when the band's not available or I'm not fighting a lot of local line noise, I like to open it up and so I get the full effect. But sometimes where I'm in the middle of the city here or on the edge of the city, I have to cut the filter down a little bit and add a little noise reduction in order to at least make it understandable. So anyhow, I'll let you move on until you got another station wishing to check in. I basically just wanted to make sure this radio was working fine before I packed it up and took it 120 miles east of me. Yes,
sir, Jerry. Okay, I just had to switch over to my my Kentucky SDR receiver there at the last, but the rest of it's been copied on my 7300. And I have a chevron on the right side of my screen that shows which monitor we're using. And so when I switch monitors from SDRs across the country to my 7300, it shifts lights and shows you exactly where I'm listening from. Also, I have a spectrum analyzer on board, so you can see exactly what's happening with your audio on the spectrum analyzer. But your audio really cuts, and it's doing you a great job. And if you want to hear it, go to YouTube and do a call letter search for KC9VKV, followed by the word logbook. Will take you to this recording. It'll be cut number 1 in a series of 3,000, and I'll have it uploaded by noon tomorrow. Roger. And I'll have it uploaded by noon tomorrow. Roger.
Oh, roger that. And yeah, I'll do that tomorrow because I'll be on the event. But I'll check it out probably Sunday when I get back home. But thanks for working with me and listening, and then. By golly, I'll let you work with other people. I heard some stations say he'd be looking for me because I will be in Union County, which is one of the counties that doesn't get activated except when I go over there.
Roger, Roger. Well, I wish you have all the luck in the world tomorrow, and enjoy. And we'll see you next Friday if you get a chance. 73 there, Jerry, and we'll catch you later. Other station, that Z station, come on back now.